time for your AHA Comets to take the ice.
Was to get together and when it's the final tournament, and we can pre-cut out a bunch of like hockey mom, like generic
That's what I,
mom or like
grandma or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
and so low cost though. I was like, this is freaking. So I'm gonna sit down and make the flyer again today, and I'm gonna send it to Cassie.
Test. All right, Comet fans, we got our game against the Palmer. What are these guys? Palmer what? Palmer Pioneers. Okay. All right, we got Heyman, Gastrock, Campen, Wayman, and Hollenbeck out on the ice. Palmer towards the common net. That'll go wide to the boards. Gastrock and Hollenbeck there for pressure. Looks like Bennett's going to break this one out. Breaks it into the neutral zone. Bennett into the offensive zone. Drops it off to Heyman. Heyman through the corner. Campen behind the Palmer net. Campen trying to center this one up. Finds Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck through some players. Gets a shot off, but easy deflection for the goalie. Goalie puts it behind the net. Campen back for pressure. Palmer brings that around to the other side. We got a line change by Comets. Brody, Gregerson, Peddington, Whittle, and Lynn out on the ice. Peddington up to Gregerson. Gregerson's got some room. Gregerson towards the net. Fires towards the net. That'll go wide and drift behind the net. Brody over to looking for Peddington. He gets turned around by Palmer. Palmer into the defensive zone. Whittle behind the Comet net, sends it up the boards. Brody in for pressure. Brody's going to draw a tripping penalty. Brody or Dutton? Sorry, Diego. Diego will draw the tripping penalty. So we had a line change by the Comets. Palmer Pioneers will go on a power play. 3:14 remains in the first period. 2 minutes go on the clock for the penalty. Comets go on a penalty kill. Dutton, McDade, Lynn, and Wayman out on the ice. Palmer sends that over to the zone. First shot for Palmer. Connor will send that one wide. Comets come away with. Comets send that one down the ice. That'll be an icing call on the Comets. So that'll bring out Peddington, Hollenbeck, Pepin, and Gastra. Gastrock with the face-off. Gastrock draws that one back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck into the corner, sends that one up the boards. Palmer will take over. 1:28 remains in the Comet penalty, so Comet still on a penalty kill for a little over a minute. I've been trying to break that one loose. Palmer sends it towards the net, blocked by Peddington. Palmer sends it towards the net again. Hollenbeck will bat that one down. Comets break it out. Palmer into neutral ice. It's going to be a icing call on the Comets. So back to the defensive zone we go. Nice clock management there. 48 seconds remain on a penalty kill for the Comets. Looks like Heyman for the faceoff. Heyman, Wayman, Campen, and Lynn out on the ice. Nice pressure by Callan. Coke checks away. Callan takes it out to neutral ice. Palmer sending that one right back into the defensive zone. Colby Wayman behind the net. Runs into traffic into the corner. Campen's going to come away with this one. Breaks it out of the zone. Loses possession at the center. Palmer back into the zone. Shot saved by Connor. Lynn will take this one through the zone. Runs into pressure. Gregerson. Lynn, Campen, Brody out on the ice. Lynn into the zone. Lynn towards the net. Goalie will get his pad on that one. We got a whistle by the refs, so that goal will be waved off. Maybe a bit of an early whistle there. Ref thought the puck was covered. Gregerson, Whittle. Comets full strength. Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Peddington, and Hollenbeck out on the ice. Oh, nice center by Whittle. Brody's stick was covered. Palmer breaks this one out. 2-on-1. Hollenbeck back for defense. Connor will cover. So 10:36 remains in the first period. We got 5 versus 5. Comets successfully killed the first penalty. Dutton with the face-off. We got Pepin, McDade. McDade with a little room. Drops that one off to Dutton. Dutton into the zone. Palmer takes over. Skating this one behind their net. McDade in for pressure. Turns that puck around back to the corner. Dutton back for pressure. Dutton trying to work that one over to Pepin. Palmer sends it up the boards. Comets still trying to get possession. Palmer will send this one down the ice. That's going to be an icing call on Palmer. So line change, and to the offensive zone we go. Heyman, Gastrock, Campen, Wayman, and Sims out on the ice. Gastrock over to Heyman. Heyman towards the goal. Saved by the Palmer goalie. Gastrock looking for Campen. Oh, Sims holds the blue line, sends it towards the goal. Another save by the Palmer goalie. Sims holds the blue line. Palmer squeaks that one through. Wayman behind the net gets nice pass up to Campen. Heyman looking for Campen. That one gets past everybody's stick. Bennett will go back for pressure. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and an icing call on the Palmer Pioneers. 9:15 remains in the first period. We got a score 0-0.
Knew. Oh, we knew.
All right, Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Lynn, and Peddington out on the ice. Gregerson back to Lynn with a quick shot towards the goalie. Goalie will cover. Back to the faceoff. Gregerson for the faceoff. Gregerson. Oh, I think it was Lynn again with the shot towards the goal. Whittle. Oh, Whittle to Gregerson. Gregerson to Whittle to Brody. Brody to Gregerson. Nice shot. Good defense by the Palmer Pioneers. Defense will pick up that shot. Whittle looking for Brody. Brody towards the goal. That will get tipped wide. Eddington sends it towards the goal. That'll go off a Palmer skate. Palmer's going to be able to turn this one around. Lynn tries for the poke check. Sends the Palmer player wide to the corner. Gregerson in for pressure. Lynn comes away with it. Lynn through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Lynn with the quick shot. Goalie will save. 8:16 remains in the first period. 0-0 score. That'll bring up Pepin, Wayman, and Hollenbach. Dutton with the face-off. Dutton to McDade. McDade towards the net. That'll go off some skates. Go to the boards. McDade working this one out. Pepin tries for the backhand. It'll go wide of the net. Palmer will break this one out. Palmer with a nice center. Oh, Palmer off the post. Lucky bounce for the Comets. Dutton. This puck's going to go all the way down. Connor will take this one, bat this one wide. Hollenbach towards the blue line. McDade will break this one loose. Pepin will chase this one down. Dutton, Pepin floating on the blue line. Dutton will chase this one in. Palmer turns this one out, but Dutton gets a hold of it, turns it back towards the goal. Campin coming in. Looking for the shot. That goes off his stick. Doesn't quite make the goal. Ooh. Campin with a little bump there from Hinton behind the Comet net. Will send this one up to Gastrat. Just wide of the stick there. Bennett can't get a stick on it, so that'll be an icing call on the Comets. Back to the defensive zone we go. Lynn, Campin, Gastrock, Heyman, and Hollenbach out on the ice. Palmer turns this one back to the corner. Hollenbach will pick this one up, works it over to the corner. Campin in for pressure. Campin up to Heyman. Heyman to Gastrock. Gastrock will chase this one down. Palmer sends it up the ice. That's going to come out of the zone. Lynn going to turn this one back to neutral ice. Sends it towards the net. That'll be wide of the net, so icing on the Comets. 5:58 remains in the first period. 0-0 is the score. Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Sims, and who else is out there? Headington. Whittle. Oh, Whittle with the pass. That gets intercepted by Palmer. Nice save by Connor. Bats that one down. Sims will come away with the rebound. Brody up to Whittle. Whittle to Gregerson. Gregerson to the boards. Palmer's going to send that one out. Headington. Ice some time. Comets clear the zone. Peddington sends it deep. Gregerson in for pressure. Whittle will swing over to the boards. Eddington will pick this one up, dumps it deep into the zone. Whittle Brody's going to chase that one down. Palmer sends this one out. Sims is going to take over. Sims to Gregerson. Gregerson. All right. Brody sends that one into the zone. We got a line change by the Comets. Gregerson out. Wayman out. Gregerson with a shot. Oh, Wayman. Oh, Wayman with a beautiful pass to Pepin. Pepin with the tip. Tips just wide, or somebody got a stick on it. Good pressure on the net. All right, McDade's going to bring this one in. Stick gets covered. Can't get the shot off before it go wide of the net. Palmer. Oh, Dutton takes a hold of it. Let's see, Hollenbach. Put some bodies on the player. Palmer behind their net. McDade's going to send that one up to Hollenbach. Hollenbach with the quick shot. Rebounds loose. Dutton will get a shot at it. McDade will get a shot at it. Then goalie will cover. 3:51 remains in the first period. 0-0 score. Heyman, Astrock, Hampton, Lynn, Peddington out on the ice. Astrock over to Heyman. Heyman bringing this one towards the front. Oh. Hampton with the tip. That'll go wide. Oh, Gastrock. Gastrock tries for the wrap. Goalie will get a glove on it and cover. So that whistle will bring another face-off. Gastrock, Heyman, Campen up front. Lynn and Peddington back deep. Gastrock will take the face-off. Gastrock to Campen. Campen, oh, towards the goal. Goalie bats that one down with the stick. Peddington holds the blue line. Strock into the corner. Campen, Heyman in for assistance. All right. That one's going to float all the way down, be an icing call on the Comets. That whistle will give us a chance to freshen up the lines. And back to the offensive zone we go. 3:12 remains in the first period. That'll bring out Gregerson, Brody, Whittle, Wayman, and Sims. Wayman into the zone. He's going to get checked. Palmer will recover the puck. Gregerson towards the goal. Glove save by the Palmer goalie. 2:53 remains in the first period. We got a 0-0 score. Good pressure on the net by the Comets. Whittle with the faceoff. Whittle, Gregerson, Brody, Wayman, and Sims out on the ice. Wayman towards the goal. Goalie will cover. We'll freshen up the offensive line, so that'll bring out Dutton, McDade, Pepin. Wayman and Sims will stay for D. Dutton with the faceoff. Wayman and Dutton working together to hold the blue line. Into traffic. McDade comes away with it. Palmer sends it up. And finally breaks it out of the zone. Sims. Palmer centers that one up. Dutton's there. Sends it over to McDade. Ooh, Palmer in front of the net. Connor will cover. All right, that'll bring out Gastrock, Heyman, Campen, Lynn, and Hollenbach. Palmer sends that one high over the net. Gastrock to Campen. Campen Loses that off a stick. Blue line, Palmer blue line sends that one towards the goal. It comes back to the corner. Hollenbach to Gastrock. Gastrock to Heyman. Heyman towards the net. Goalie will cover. 1:44 remains in this first period. We got Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Lynn, Hollenbach out on the ice. Gregerson with the faceoff. Lynn towards the goal. Goalie will pick that one up. Brody fighting for the rebound. That's gone over to the corner. Brody trying to work that one up to Whittle. That one will slip out of the zone. And that'll trap Brody offside. So offside call for the Comets. We got a Palmer Pioneer in the penalty box, 140. So Comets on a power play here for 140. Bruce is going to bring this one in. Bruce, towards the goal. Rebound comes up. Jeremy takes a swing at it, but net is off. So we'll get a whistle and a new face-off. So 1:27 remains on the power play for the Comets. Gregerson with the face-off. Gregerson over to Whittle. Whittle looking for Hollenbach. That one's going to get intercepted, and Palmer's going to bring that one out of the zone. Lynn with some speed through the neutral zone, dumps it off to Gregerson. Puck comes out. All right, let's see. Eddington sends that one up. McDade will chase that one down. Gregerson towards McDade. McDade for the tip. Tip will go wide. McDade looking for the corner. Goalie's going to cover. 29 seconds remain in the first period. 45 seconds on the power play for the Comets. Dutton, Pepin, McDade, Sims, and Pennington out on the ice. Dutton with the faceoff. Dutton, Pepin to Sims. Sims back to Pepin. Dutton towards the goal. That'll get picked up by a Palmer stick. Palmer sends that one all the way down. It's going to be an icing call on Palmer. So come back to the offensive zone. 29 seconds remain on the power play. 12 seconds remain in the period. Dutton with the face-off. Dutton, McDade, Pepin. McDade. Pennington. All right, so shot after the whistle, so that one won't count. First period is over. Score into the first is 0-0. Comets will start on a power play. But only 17 seconds remain in that penalty, so All right, 15 minutes go on the clock. Second period about to start here. Comets making their way out onto the ice. We got Wayman, Hollenbach, Astroff, Campen, Heyman. Astroff with the faceoff. 17 seconds remain on the power play for the Comets. Hollenbach over to Heyman. Heyman to Gastrock. Gastrock to Campen. Palmer's going to turn him around. Palmer full strength. So Palmer just got full strength. They'll go right back to the penalty box. Yep. 77 for roughing. So 2 minutes go on the clock for Palmer. Comets will re-go on the power play. Astrock to Heyman. Heyman towards the goal. Gastrock with the faceoff. Gastrock, Campen, Heyman. Hollenbach, Wayman. Gastrock, Heyman, Heyman, Hollenbach, Hollenbach, Heyman. Heyman walking this one forward, sends it towards the goal. Gastrock picks up the rebound. He gets forced wide to the corner. Palmer breaks this one out. Oh, let's see. Palmer from the blue line sends it towards the net. That'll go wide. Wayman to Campen. Campen trying to break this one out. It's turned around. Wayman sends it up to the other side. Heyman's going to scoop this one up. Hollenbach through the zone over to Campen. Campen goes off a skate. Pass goes a little deep. Palmer's going to throw this one into the zone. Hollenbach behind the Comet net. Hollenbach to Gregerson. Whittle will get caught offside, so 43 seconds remain in the power play for the Comets. Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Eddington, and Lynn out on the ice. Lynn brings this one into the zone, sends it towards the net. That'll be wide. Brody will pick this one up. Gregerson from the blue line to Peddington. Peddington with the shot. Oh, Whittle's there for the tip. That'll go off a skate. I think the Palmer one and go wide of the net. Into pressure in the corner. Gregerson turns this one back to the corner. Peddington from the blue line sends it around. Whittle chase this one down. Whittle looking for, who's that? Brody. Gregerson. Palmer will break this one out. Palmer, full strength. That'll be an offsides by Palmer. 12:26 remains in the second period. Dutton, McDade, Sims, Pepin, and Hollenbach out on the ice. Dutton with the faceoff. Palmer into the zone. It's going to get turned around by Hollenbach. Hollenbach to Pepin. Palmer breaks this one out. Hollenbach. Palmer to defensive zone. Hollenbach will go behind the Comet net. Send it up the ice. That'll get through everybody. Icing waved off. Sims is going to chase this one down. Turns on the wheels. All right, Pepin over to McDade. McDade into the offensive zone. Pepin crashing the net. Oh, tripping. Oh, backhand from Pepin. Go towards the goalie. Tripping call on the Palmer Pioneers. So 11:18 remains in the second period. 2 minutes go on the clock for Palmer. Comets will go on another power play. Gastrock, Heyman, Campen, Peddington, Wayman out on the ice. Gastrock over to Campen. Campen up to Wayman. Wayman back to Campen. Campen to Gastrock. Gastrock into traffic. All right, Gastrock. Oh, looking for Heyman. Heyman walks this one to the center. Tops it off to Peddington. Peddington's going to walk this one in. Oh, Peddington with the shot. That'll be well wide of the net. Peddington to Heyman to Gastrock. Gastrock with a nice center. Palmer comes away with it. Oh. All right, puck will go out of play, so that'll give us a whistle and a face-off. 10:21 remains in the second period. 1:04 remains on the Palmer penalty. 0-0 still the score. Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Lynn, and Hollenbach out on the ice. Gregerson, nice face-off win. Back to Lynn. Lynn up to Whittle. Whittle looking for Gregerson. Gregerson's going to lose his stick. He'll track a stick down. Brody holds the board, sends it towards the goal. Palmer first on that rebound. Gregerson. Gregerson. Oh, with a nice pass up to Whittle. Palmer will get there first. Racing on the Palmer Pioneers, so 26 seconds remain on the Palmer penalty, so one more chance at the power play here. That'll bring out Dutton, McDade, Pepin, Sims, and Wayman. Dutton with the face-off. Connor up to Dutton. Dutton through the zone. Oh, loses it off his stick as he's walking it to the center. Wayman from the blue line. Oh, Dutton. Oh, there we go. Dutton with the shot. Pepin finds the rebound, and Pepin will get the goal. So, Comets finally on the board just at the tail end of that penalty. Pepin puts Comets on the board. Sims, Wayman, Dutton, Pepin, McDade out on the ice. Dutton with the face-off. Audio's not working? Oh. So I should stop talking? Yeah. Well, does it record? Does it record if I keep talking or not? No? No? Oh, okay. What's that? Oh, okay. Test, test, test. Well, that's good to know. I need to talk if. Can you hear audio? You can hear audio? Camping towards the goal. All right, Hollenbeck from the circles. Astrock tries to bat that one down. Tip it in. It is good. Okay. All right. All right. Offsides by Palmer. Oh, okay. My mom says she can hear. Okay. All right. Thank you for the online watchers letting us know that the audio is getting through. All right. Back in neutral ice, we got Gregerson, Whittle, Brody, Hollenbeck, and Wayman out, or sorry, Peddington out on the ice. Peddington's going to get a penalty there. Peddington is a roughing penalty. 7:52 remains in the second period. Comets 1, Palmer 0. Peddington going to the penalty box. 2 minutes roughing. So Palmer will go on a power play. Big penalty kill coming up for the AHA Comets. Gregerson, Brody. Let's see, who else is out there? Sims and Lynn. Lynn sends that one up the ice. That's going to go all the way down, be an icing call on the Comets. To the defensive zone we go. Dutton with the face-off. We got Dutton, McDade, Palmer towards the goal. That either went off a stick or just was wide of the goal. McDade throws that one up to neutral territory. Palmer's going to send that one around. Dutton with a nice back check. Palmer sends that to the other side of the ice. That's going to come out of the zone. Palmer regroups. Ooh. Oh, shot from Palmer. Connor will get his blocker on that one. Comets are going to send that one up the ice, but that'll be an icing call on the Comets. That'll bring out Wayman, Hollenbeck, Astrock, and Pepin. 106 remains on the penalty kill for the Comets. Astrock over to Hollenbeck. Ooh. Palmer getting that one dangerously close to the center. Comets send that one wide. Wayman from the corner. Looking for Pepin. Palmer's going to turn that one around back to the boards. Palmer tries to center that one up. Hollenbeck gets a stick on that one, sends it wide. Ooh, that one rolls up the stick. Connor and Hollenbeck are able to clear it. Hollenbeck sends that one up. Oh, Bennett will poke that one out. That'll be offsides by Palmer. So Bennett able to do a poke check, get that one out of the zone. Gregerson, Whittle, Hollenbeck, Sims out on the ice. Gregerson with the face-off. Nice face-off win. Gregerson to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck to Sims. Sims up to Whittle. Gregerson causes the turnover. Oh, Gregerson towards the goal. Goalie will save. All right, Peddington's penalty is cleared, so Comets full strength. Brody into the zone. Towards the net. That'll go wide. Oh, nice one-timer by Gregerson. Palmer breaks this one out. Sims back for D. Forces him wide to the boards. Oh, Palmer brings that one out to the front. Ahmed's able to clear it. All right. Ahmed's got some skates on that one. Looks like Hollenbeck with the skate. That'll go wide. Sims is able to break it out of the zone. Brody into the offensive zone. Brody, oh! Sims towards the net. Gregerson's stick is covered. Whittle. Drop pass. Gregerson will pick that one up. Gregerson trying to walk this one to the front. Takes it behind the net. Gregerson with a nice centering pass. Brody. Not get a stick on it. Nice back check by Gregerson. McDade. Gregerson. McDade towards the net. That'll go off the defensive stick. High out of play. So that whistle will bring out McDade, Dutton, Pepin, Lynn, Peddington. 4:15 remains in the second period. Comets 1, Palmer 0. Dutton with the faceoff. Lynn winds up, sends one towards the goal. That'll be wide. Oh, McDade with a nice shot on net. Goalie will save. Lynn from the blue line walks this one forward. Lynn, oh, with the backhand. Goes off the goalie's stick and finds the corner. So, second goal of the game by Bruce Lynn. Dutton with the face-off.
Actually gets on my blog and plays it all the time.
McDade, Lynn, and Peddington out on the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce drives this one up the boards. Palmer will break this one out.
The producer
Sends it up towards
the producer of Boney M is the same guy who produced Milli Vanilli. Yeah,
absolutely.
Same story. Fake singer.
Hammered there. Lynn with the block from the skate. McDade will tip that one out of the zone. Offsides by Palmer. .3:16 remains in the second period. We got a score. Comets 2, Palmer 0. Gastroff, Campen, Heyman, Hollenbeck, and Wayman out on the ice. Heyman sends that one deep to the zone. Gastroff in. Gastroff. Oh, it's well covered. Gastroff still working this one around. Gastroff towards the goal, looking for Campen. Campen working this one towards the center. Oh, sends it. Goalie will get a blocker pad on that one, send it back. All right, so offsides by Palmer. That'll bring out Gregerson, Peddington, Whittle, Sims, Brody. Gregerson with the faceoff. Sims taps this one up the boards. Jeremy will chase that one down. Palmer turns it back. Ooh. Okay. All right, Peddington behind the common net's going to turn it the other direction. Palmer with the turnover. Oh, Palmer with the centering pass. That one's going to sneak by everyone. Frank into the zone. Frank up the center. Frank. Nice goal. Works that one right in between the two defensive players. Sends it up to the corner. Comets 3, Palmer 0. 1:46 remains in the second period. Gregerson back to Peddington. Peddington, that's going to get past his stick, so he'll go all the way back to the defensive zone. Gregerson looking for Whittle. Oh, Brody gets a stick on that, but that's going to come out of the zone. Sims to Brody. Brody, nice little move around. The Palmer player drops it off to Gregerson. Gregerson looking for Brody. Sims. Oh, Sims from the blue line. Nice teamwork. Gregerson, Brody, Sims. Should be assists for Brody and Gregerson. We'll see what they put on the score sheet. But nice blue line goal from Diego Sims. Comets 4, Palmer 0. Dutton, Pepin, McDade. Let's see, Lynn and Waybit out on the ice. Palmer working this one into the zone. They got a penalty, roughing penalty on McDade. All right, so Comets go into the penalty box. 40 seconds remain in the period. 2 minutes go on the clock for a roughing penalty. Max McDade. Heyman, Wayman, Hampton, Lynn, and Wayman. Hampton. Good pressure from Hampton causes puck to go out of the zone. 2 good saves from Connor there. Hampton sends that one up the boards. Palmer's going to turn it right back to the corner. Heyman to Campen. Palmer's going to turn this one back into the zone. All right, so Comets on a penalty kill. We'll start the third period. Short a man. 15 seconds go up on the clock. Into the second period, we got a score. Comets 4-0. 1:21 remains on the roughing penalty for McDade. So Comets will start the third period with a penalty kill. The limbs stop working when you sit on that cold metal. It's all relative.
What's that?
It's all relative. Gets us all. Yeah, we're playing really well together. All right, third period just about to get underway here. Comets are going to make their way out on the ice. We got Gastra, Peddington, Brody, Hollenbeck out on the ice. Gastrock will take the face off. Gastrock, number 23, he'll take the face off here. That's mine. Or on the Comets, on the blue jersey. All right, Gastrock's going to bring this one around, taps it into the zone. He'll come in for pressure. Palmer send that one up the ice. Brody causes the turnover, turns it back towards the goal. Gastrock causes nice poke check, sends it towards the goal. Goalie will bat that one wide. Brody in for pressure. Gastrock, another good poke check. Brings it back to the goal. Hollenbeck to Gastrock. Gastrock. A few strides. Oh, Gastrock with a nice little hip bump there. Causes the turnover. Hollenbeck's going to send this puck wide. Or, sorry, high. Palmer will bat that one down. Send it into the defensive zone. Gregerson, Peddington, Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck with the block. Peddington sends that one up the ice. Whittle will chase that one down. Peddington into the corner, hands that off to Gregerson. Gregerson through the zone, banks that one off the boards. It's going to come out of the zone, and then Jeremy will get caught off the sides. 3 seconds remain on the Comet penalty. See, we got Dutton, Pepin, Sims, and Lynn out on the ice. Dutton will take the face off. Comet's full strength. That one's going to come all the way down for an icing call on Palmer Pioneers. So back to the offensive zone we go. Dutton, McDade, Pepin, Sims, Lynn. Dutton with the face-off. Dutton over to McDade. That one's going to come down. Connor will send that one up to Sims. Sims will drop that one off to Lynn. Lynn working this one up through the zone. Getty takes over, brings it into the offensive zone. Pepin with the shot. Goalie will do a glove save on that one. All right, 13 minutes remain in this third period. Comets 4, Palmer Pioneers 0. Stock with the face-off. We got Campen and Heyman, Hollenbeck, and Wayman out on the ice. Wayman towards the goal. Bennett will get a stick on that one. That'll get tipped wide to the boards. Palmer sends this one out of the zone. Wayman to Heyman. Heyman will get a nice block there. Hollenbeck tries to send that one up the boards. Palmer will get a glove on that one. Astrock looking for Campen. Go. Oh. All right, so a little pushing and shoving there at the end. Will be coming in to clear the player from Connor. Connor with a nice save. 12-14 remains in the third period. Gregerson, Whittle into the zone. Whittle to Brody. Hollenbeck holds the blue line. That one comes out of the zone. Comets will regroup, clear. Hollenbeck to Gregerson. Gregerson builds up some speed into the zone. Whittle to Gregerson. Gregerson to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck towards the goal. Rebound will come wide. Gregerson tries to center. Looking for Brody. Wayman. Looking for Gregerson. That passing lane will close. Hollenbeck back to the corner. Sends that one up to Gregerson. All right. Hollenbeck to McDade. McDade towards the goal. Oh, nice shot. Goalie will save that one. Pepin holds his own, turns it back to the corner. McDade will chase that one down. Oh. Sims sends that one around. Pepin to McDade. Oh, no tripping. Not gonna call it. Oh, a shot towards the goal. Oh, there you go. All right. So Pepin takes one in the back, so that'll be 2 minutes. Oh, let's see. A roughing penalty on the Palmer player for all right. 55 remains in the third period. 2 minutes go on the clock for Palmer. That'll bring up a Comet power play. All right, Hollenbeck. Gonna break this one out of the defensive zone here. Ooh. All right, Heyman comes away with this one. Heyman into the zone. Oh, right. Did a shot before he gets covered by the defense. All right, so we'll get a face-off. Player down on the ice covered the puck, so we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. Bennett with the face-off. Campen. Heyman. Campen. All right, that one gets past Hollenbeck. Lynn's going to cross over. 1:08 remains on the power play for the Comets. Lynn's going to bring this one into the zone with speed. Oh, Lynn towards the goal. Bennett will pick that one up. Bennett tries for the wrap. Gets. All right, Palmer's going to break this one out. Oh, slashing. Oh, yikes. Getting feisty out here. All right, Lynn to Gregerson. Gregerson off the boards. Oh, holding. Hold on. All right, Whittle towards the goal. Not calling anything. All right, Palmer's full strength. Oh, nice defense by Brody. Good back check. Brody. Gregerson. Gregerson in a foot race. Palmer gets there first. Tip off of Gregerson. They'll go to Wayman. Wayman into the zone. All right, Palmer sends this one up the ice. That's going to go all the way down. Honor will send that wide. Wayman will pick that one up. Wayman trying to break that one up. Palmer towards the goal. Peddington will block that shot. McDade towards the goal. Goalie will cover.
Good behavior.
6:58 remains in this third period. Comets 4, Homer 0. Both squads full strength. All right, Dutton, Peffin, McDade, Sims, and Holland back out on the ice. McDade towards the goal. Goalie will save. Puck slips out of the zone. Sims trying to thread the needle, bring this one up. Puts it into the zone. Palmer turns it right back into the defensive zone. All right, Pepin's going to take this one out. Pepin into the offensive zone. Pepin towards Dutton. Palmer picks up the passing lane. Sends it out of the zone. 6 minutes remain in regulation. Holland back over to Sims. Sims with some speed. Out of the zone. Gets pushed wide to the board. Sends it to McDade. Palmer. Holland back to McDade. McDade towards the goal, or dumps it deep into the zone. Campen pauses, turns it back into the zone. Campen in for pressure. All right, poke check by Bennett. Heyman towards the goal. That'll be saved. Eddington holds his own. Palmer tries to flip that one out. Peddington holds his own again. Palmer's finally going to break this one out. Lynn back for defense. Nice poke check. Oh. Struck up to Whittle. All right, Lynn into the offensive zone. He's going to get turned around at the circles. Brody to Whittle. Nice pass. Whittle towards the goal. That'll go wide. Only might have gotten a stick on that one to knock that one wide. 3:48 remains in regulation. Brody. Offsides by Palmer, so 3:33 remains in this game. We got Comets 4, Palmer 0. Dutton, McDade, Hollenbeck, Pepin, and Wayman out on the ice. Offsides by Palmer. Wayman to McDade. McDade into the zone. Palmer sends this one up to the other side. Palmer through the neutral zone. Sends it towards the net. That'll be wide. Hollenbeck to Pepin. Pepin out of the zone. Palmer will take over at center ice. McDade. Puck slips back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck skates this one through the neutral zone, sends it deep to the corner. Camping out. Dutton out. McDade out. Wayman and Hollenbeck all out on the ice. Wayman up the ice. Wayman. Oh. Really? Come on, man. You guys. I don't know. What the heck? Palmer definitely putting some late elbow jabs in. All right, let's see. Gastrock with the face-off. We got Heyman, Sims, Campen, and Headington out on the ice. Heyman will scoop this one up. Heyman towards the goal. Goalie will get a pat on that one. It's battling in front of the net. Heyman, oh, looking for Campen. It's covered. 2 minutes remain in regulation. Sims. All right. Heyman. Gastrock. Gastrock into the zone. Sends it towards the net. Palmer will break this one out of the zone. Sims with a nice poke check. Sims. And to clear the zone, Palmer sends it towards the net. Rebound's gonna roll wide. Brody will break that one out. Whittle. All right, Brody to Gregerson. 1 minute remaining in the game. Gregerson looking for Whittle. Brody will take a hold of it. Brody, Whittle, Gregerson all taking shots on net. Lynn holds the blue line. All right, Palmer. That one into the zone. Lynn. Gonna skate that one up. Comes into the zone with speed. It's pushed to the corner. Oh, Lynn trying to center that one up. Dutton's there. 15 seconds. That'll be icing call on the Palmer Pioneers. So 11 seconds remain in this game. We'll go back to the offensive zone for a face-off. Looks like Dutton, Pepin, McDade, Wayman, and Peddington out on the ice. Dutton with the face-off. 9 seconds. Wayman holds the blue line, sends that one to the corner. There we go. Good win for the Comets on this Sunday afternoon. So final score, Comets 4, Palmer 0. Nice shutout win for Connor. Big saves there. So that'll finish off. What do we have going on next weekend?
We have a Salmon Sharks game at 9 p.m. Saturday.
Okay, so next game will be 9 p.m. on Saturday. And then the following weekend after that, I believe, is President's Day Tournament. So a bunch of games and coverage coming to you there. So thanks for tuning in.